Well, hello, hello. We're going to try to get something done. I told y'all I had to go to the airport, and I did, and I got back, and so I got some thyme and I got some basil out of the garden, and I'm gonna just pull a few of those off of that. I don't want a whole bunch, or I don't want a whole bunch of this thyme. Then I'll use some of my uh, rosemary infused olive oil that I made. I put together around February, January, February, and then I'll use that in what we're gonna have for a late dinner. Cause I'm hungry and Mama's hungry, and we'll see how this setup works out. I want to chop that kind of fine. I don't want to get all my choppers out and all that. I'll just do it by hand. Just as easy when me doing it by hand. Yeah, I'm exhausted. I've been going to the airport Saturday. Worked yesterday, trying to clean out boxes. Then went to the airport again today. So I'm kind of, uh, I'm just kind of, you know what? All right, I'm just gonna get my little saute pan here. Not that you have to do this, but I do. I'm just gonna turn that on just a minute with some butter. I'm just gonna put a big dollop of butter in that, and then I'm gonna put my. Y'all hadn't seen this. Is that one of the Picolia cutting boards, the big one? I don't use it very often, but I thought, I need to start using it. I've got the little one there, but I thought, these are such beautiful cutting boards. Then you can turn this, another one, you can turn this, see, and you can use the small board in the middle. I can use it as a charcuterie board, but I use it just to sit on my drawer there. We'll open my drawer. I use that to sit on since this kitchen is so small. Okay, there. I'm gonna put that up there on high a little bit, and we'll put some salt in with that because we'll need that in our potatoes. That's what we're having is potatoes. Put a little pepper in there, and I'm gonna put just a little bit of cardamom. Not a lot of cardamom, just about I'd say not even a half a teaspoon. And then I will see how my olive oil, I've infused that rosemary into that. Just want to saute that some, not a whole bunch. But I'm going to get me a bowl and I'm going to measure out. Let me turn that down. I'm going to measure out about to make about 4 cups. I'll need about 4 cups serving. I'll need about 1 1/3 cups of potatoes. So let me get 1/3 cup of potatoes. Instant potatoes, just cheap instant potatoes. Just cheap instant potatoes. I like that. Okay, we can set that off now. Get that off of there. Get potatoes put up. I've got my butter, see. And now I'll put some milk and my water in there. I've used about 2/3 cup, well, about a cup and a third of water, and 2/3 cup of milk. And I need to use some of this Tide cream, so I'll do that. I think I'll just use my rinse my hands off. I got that. Let me get a third in a cup of hot water. I'm gonna do it in my little measuring cup instead of putting it in my. I'll put my 1 cup, and let's do a third. And our potatoes. Mix that around there. That kind of gets that those dry potatoes flakes. I kind of let them settle a little bit and get more moist. Kind of takes that box flavor out of them, you know. Now I'll use my butter. And I'll just pour that into my potatoes. My herb butter into that. And I'm always dropping something, y'all. First, let's go ahead and I'll stir in some of that sour cream, but I need to make those potatoes a little thinner. So we'll just let's put 2/3 cups of milk. You can follow your recipe. I can't see the line on this thing. I know that's about 2/3 right there. So I'm just gonna mix as I pour as I mix. I think that'll. We'll get those done, mixed well. We'll get those mixed well. And let them sit there for a little bit. Mixed real well. Let me get my milk put up and I'll get the sour cream. What I'll do, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. While I'm doing, I'm going to just put one of my Frankonia bowls. I'm going to go ahead and put it in the microwave for about, I'd say 3 minutes. Let's just do 3 minutes on that. And let me get this kind of wiped up, y'all. I'm gonna do Gene being here messing and getting stuff all screwed up. So y'all can follow your boxed potatoes. I just buy these cheap mashed potatoes. I bought all those fancy mashed potatoes and all that stuff, but okay, here is the pork that I cooked earlier in the Instapot, and that's what we will have. Let me get another bowl, and we will take the pork. I'll just get one of the big meat forks and use that. Get that dipped out with that meat fork. See that? That's those chops that I got for $1.99 a pound. I'm gonna tell you, that's some good stuff there. It really, you see how that just falls off that bone. And we will make us some little bit of gravy out of that, little pork gravy. Easy to do. I just take my Instapot and just put it on the burner, get that up, and let me open my sour cream because I have not used any of my Daisy, a little bit of Daisy, and we'll use that in our potatoes here in just a minute. Now I'm going to cut those potatoes off. It's almost 3 minutes, so just let them sit in the microwave until you're ready to fluff them and use them. Now that'll make a good gravy there. Let's say I've got some bacon flavored salt and my sister. I'm gonna make sure I don't get the hot sauce. She bought me a bunch of these little salt bottles, and make sure. Okay. One day I put the pepper. I thought it was jalapeno salt, and boy, it likes to set us all on fire. You know, when you're at lunch or having a lunch, you want to make sure that everything is proper. I need to fill up my little pepper meal here just real quick. We've got plenty of time. Them old flies are in here again today. Let me get some of this. Now this has a little bit of red pepper in it, little white peppers. I'll show you just a sec. Yeah, Mary bought me all those salts and all kind of these things, and then I took them out of the canister, crazy me, and didn't label them. But that's got my red and all kind of peppers and salts, and I mean the peppers, different kinds of peppers. Maybe it won't be too hot for the gravy. All right, now then. Let me get one of my, get that around there. Smells so good. It smells like a barbecue, kind of like barbecue. And I'm going to take 2 big scoops of my cornstarch and put them in my measuring cup there. I'm just going to use my cornstarch. And then I'm going to get some room temperature water out of my dispenser because you don't want to get hot or it won't mix well, it lumps up. So I found that if you use room temperature water, not cold and not hot, you'll have better luck with your gravies if you're using cornstarch. Okay, let's take us that. We don't want any lumps in it, so I just always pour it through a mesh just in case. Oh, there went Billie Jean getting a mess again. Billie Jean, you're going to make a mess in here, and there's nothing like cornstarch on a burner. I just don't like these wooden stoves. This isn't a wood stove. I don't like these electric stoves. All right, you see how that's thickening up. That's making a good thick gravy. And I'm going to try to get that burn off there while I can. Because if you don't, it'll take forever to clean that stove. I just hurried up and used the knife I had because I didn't want it. Let me go ahead and turn that off. Now I'm just going to put a dash of milk in that. Not much at all. I just want a little dash of milk. That's cold milk. Put that dash up just a little bit. That just makes kind of a whiter gravy. See that? That's a good potato gravy, good bread gravy. We'll just let it sit there a sec, and then we'll put that. Let me get a bowl, and let me check it. Yeah, that's coming together nice, but we got to check to make sure it's got enough pepper and enough this and enough that. We'll just give us a little. See how that gravy is. See how that. Just check it. Just perfect, y'all. Perfect. Good roast gravy. That's a good roast. Good roast. Okay, now I'll take my strainer also, and I'll get my let me get one of my holders. See those Carotte pans? They just fit my Instant Pot. I was so happy when I found that out. Okay. That strains out here. And you look, check. What I do is I check. Maybe that won't fall off. I check to make sure there's no lumps, and there's not. That's just spices. So we can add that back in for make it more pleasing looking. See that? That's a good gravy. Okay, y'all. Now then, got the gravy. There's the pork. There's the messy stove that Billie Jean screwed up. That's all right. We'll clean it with our good pad. And I'll set this. Let me just get this out of the way. I'm just going to set that right there. Then I'm going to get over here. Get this cleaned off. And we'll get our potatoes out of the microwave. Now then, see how they fluffed? Well, you want to fluff them some more. So I'll take a fork and I'm going to check them. See how you can fluff them up? Now those would be just fine right there. I didn't have enough pepper in them because a while ago I didn't have my deal done. So I'm just going to grind a little more cracked pepper on. Now we'll take our sour cream, and I'm just going to take a dollop. Nothing. I need to use this because I bought it a week or so ago. But I'm just going to put that sour cream right in there and pull that together. Now, with those herbs and all that, that is better than twice baked potatoes. This is with instant potatoes. Get this put back in the. Get this put back in there. Now, if you wanted to, you could add cheese. Okay, I'll show you. We'll do it in a minute when we get our plates. When I start fixing our plates, all of our plates. Okay, I want to make sure that that's cut up. Stirred in there good. Now that's some good potatoes there. Got our pork and our gravy. Boy, my allergies are bad today. I gotta get a little drink of water. Hold on just a minute. Oh, Lord. I came in this morning from the airport, and I thought my air conditioning doesn't feel like it's cooling, so I went in there and it's not. So if I sound a little verklempt or hot, it's because I am. I put on a small room unit in there on Mother so she would not get hot, and I have it for emergencies like this. That one of those that set and go out, got the blower out the door or window. I bought it just in case, because Mother at 93 years old just cannot, I'm not going to have her getting hot at all. And so I decided I'd get one of those. I found it at the pawn shop about 2 years ago. So it came in handy today, dear God. That's still pretty hot. I was going to, let me set these right over here. I'm going to doodly-doo, see if I've got my, I know I've got my, well, I don't know where it is, but that's okay. That's okay. I'll tell you in a minute if I find it. If I don't find it, I'll tell you I didn't find it. But I didn't find it. I haven't found it. I was going to cut this pineapple, and I've got some of these. Y'all are not going to believe. I'll take you out and show you. They're growing little baby ones out of the middle. So you dip this in apple cider vinegar and put it in a pan of water and set it out in the sun or in the house if it's winter time. Y'all know I've got some big pineapple plants, and it's all from these right here. Right there. I wish I could find my pineapple core. It's so much better if I have that. Then I don't have to peel that and waste any of it. So that's what we're going to have. We're going to have some pineapple. And I have to, one of the cats came in, decided he was going to notice us. So yeah, it's ready. There's nothing like fresh pineapple, y'all, on the plate or whatever. I just sliced that off of there, right down, and but with that core, it just goes right along there and pulls all the nettles out. But we're not gonna worry about it. We'll do it ourselves. I've got that little strawberry plucker thing, and oh, we got it down in that. You can tell when you get down in the goody good. You don't want the goody good. There's nothing like a good pineapple. And I'll just take that off right there. So now, let me put this in this bowl. Get this out of the way here. Just a minute. Let me get this in the trash. trash because I'll have it all over the place if I don't. Rinse my hands, rinse off the board and everything. Let me get a fresh cocktail. I'll just get one of these terry cloth. This little terry cloth, yellow terry cloth one. And kind of get these little seed, not seeds, oh, that's that. You have to get your knife and kind of stab that to get it over here. But you can go ahead and I take my little strawberry plucker thing and I just go down and I take each one of those out. But now if you use your, if you cut it, I don't like wasting a lot of pineapple. And that's what things to do. If I cut closer and everybody, you're wasting pineapple and I don't like that. So now I'll just go around and, but I wanted to get that, I'll clean this up and I'll just go around and check it out. Check that out. Well, one time I made a pineapple cake, white pineapple cake. Oh, it was so good, y'all. I used fresh pineapple in the icing, the whole big chunks of fresh pineapple. And it was the best cake. I've got that recipe, I just haven't made it in years. Let me go ahead and put this, I'm going to put that in the refrigerator, so we'll have it after a while. Let me get these dregs up here, so I can get our dinner finished. I know y'all want these. Oh. See, I cleaned it up and then it's right back. I'm going to put you over there because I don't want to lose my strawberry plucker. That thing is worth $1 million to me. I use it for so many things. It's just unreal. There went the ice. Drop the ice. Okay. No. We're kind of cooking with gas now. We've got a little breather here. Boy, tonight if I have to go into the art room to do that live, I'm going to be hot. I am going to be hot. Now I'm just going to fix y'all a plate. I'm going to fix the plate and just show you how this looks. I'll get one of my Raymond Wake plates because I like them. I like them. So now we've got our wonderful mashed potatoes that are with the side cream and got our herbs in it. We'll just put a big dollop of those right here on this potato plate. I call it potato plate. Right now it is potato plate. And then I'm going to put just a little bitty cheese. Just presentation. Y'all know presentation. I say that's everything is presentation. Now, this, you can go through this. See how that's just pulling off that roast? I've got some of those meat grabber things that, pulls a bunch off, but I don't need them. I've got this under control. Get all that old gristle. But that just comes off of there. See, that's good meat right there. I don't like wasting anything. I don't like wasting it at all. There's a bone. Okay, here's some. See how that just, there you go. Now that's good roast. Roast and roast gravy. Get some regular light bread. Let me pull this over just a minute. I'm going to show you what we do. We do down here is we will take one piece of, because this is Mother's. We'll take one piece of just one piece of bread. Now let's sprinkle that onto the gravy and the meat. And if you wanted to, put it on the taters. Just like that. Well, that's a good meal right there, y'all. And then we'll have pineapple after a while, but that'll get Mother and I something to eat, you know, for today. You want it to be a little fancy? Take you some oregano and just put that in the middle. All right, there's our dinner. I hope y'all enjoy watching it. We enjoy eating it. God bless you. God bless us. God bless the United States. We'll talk to you soon.